9:32 on my tablet and 9:30 on my phone.
All right, good morning all. Let's start this meeting of the Commissioners Court, February the 24th, 2026. So all rise for the invocation. Y'all are already up. All right, let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all your blessings, Lord. We ask for strength and guidance as we go about business of the county. Lord, we thank you for all that you provide. We ask for some drenching rain in the next few months, and Lord, thank you for all you give us. In Jesus' name. Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I love the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to Texas, one state under God, one indivisible. All right, good morning, everybody. Number 4, review, discuss, and take action to approve the previous meeting minutes. First one is February 10th. Let me come back.
I move we accept the minutes of February 10th as presented.
Motion. Motion is second. Discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, how about the Commissioner Court meeting minutes of February 19th?
Make the motion to approve this.
All right, motion.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you. Number 5, public comment. Any public comments this morning? Okay, no public comments. Recognitions and announcements. Number 6. Ruben, talk to us.
I had my annual fish fry. Went really well. But to say, you know, just pretty steady. I didn't think it was going to go as good, but the numbers came out.
When it started, I thought, oh boy, you're going to have to earn your money. But then it
Yes,
came out
sir.
all right.
I need your fees record. Take plates.
You know, we sold 100 and I cooked 180 pounds of fish.
It was good. It was well attended and had good.
It gets like really crazy and then nothing and then like crazy again. And it's like you're in a low and then you're thinking, well, it's gonna be it. And then all of a sudden, hey, we need fish, and then
Turn the bar.
man, get going again. But it was good. Did 20,000.
Oh.
$435. The door did $45.50, and the auction did $15,885. Also,
Congratulations.
pretty tickled.
Yep, what are we buying?
You know, I'm ready. I guess you're gonna have to buy it,
Mrs. Hennington told me, she said, tell Ruben to fix.
sir.
Mrs. Hennington leaned over, she said, tell Ruben to fix the bathrooms.
What's wrong with them?
I don't know, she said something.
Must be the ladies' room.
And I need more tables. But had a bunch of them break.
Oh, dessert.
But
Too much fish.
no, the people, you know what?
Makes it all
You
the
can have a
same.
chair right there and the table right there and they'll put their butt cheeks on the table. They will not put them on the chair until you tell them.
All right, any other announcements this morning from the court? Terlingua, anything going on down there?
You know.
Yeah. Okay. All right, number 7, no report from Alpine, it looks like this morning. Number 8, we'll do the sheriff's office. We've got some retirements and some hiring going on. Tell us what's happening.
Yeah, we've got a new drug dog.
This is him. His name is Milo.
This is the new dog.
This is a new dog, Milo. He's only 15 months old, so he's still got some growing to do. But he's a whole lot more friendlier than the last one. And that's latex. Now that's my purpose here today is we'd like to retire latex. Latex probably would not do well with anybody else other than Chris because of the type of dog he is. And I was going to see if the court could sell, donate, or whatever latex back to Chris, and he would manage the dog the rest of its life. The two dogs are getting along real well, aren't they?
They are. We started them off in separate kennels and one dog loose in the yard, one dog in a kennel at a time, and now we can have them both loose in the yard at the same time, except for feeding. They argue about that.
So is latex, how old is latex?
Latex will be 10 in October.
And what's the life of one of those?
Working life is usually about 6 to 8 years, more or less.
Okay.
Lifespan expectancy is, I mean, who knows?
Yeah, right.
We
Is
think-
it the same breed of dog?
Also, Milo is a Belgian Shepherd. Latex is a Belgian Malinois, a little bit smaller breed, a little more aggressive breed.
Oh, wouldn't that be funny?
I didn't tell you.
You have any bag?
I don't know.
That's for medicinal purposes.
Let's let him.
But we sent Chris to school for a solid month. We had to retrain Chris when he got back because he had forgot everything he knew here. But anyway, so
Is latex a male or female? Male.
This is the first time Milo's been inside except for work purposes. So he's not sure about the whole social, hanging out.
All right, well,
Milo was imported from Poland. He's got a passport. He's a world traveler.
Oh, wow.
He's Czech.
Is that what you talked to him for each lunch?
Yeah. I'll be doggone. All right, well, I would entertain a motion to retire latex with the idea that we would, we really can't just auction a dog. So we would declare the dog, salvage and sell it to Chris for $1. That would be my vote. But I'd like to entertain a motion in a second. Okay, that's a motion and there's a second. So I've got a motion on the table to retire latex. We've got latex spelled wrong here, I think. Is it LATEK?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Latex,
No X,
latex,
not like the gloves.
retiring for $1, and that dog would go to Chris for the rest of its life
yes.
for care and feeding. Okay, any discussion? Everybody good? Everybody good with that? I think that's awesome. All right, all in favor, say aye. All right,
Can we accept Milo as our new drug dog?
all right.
I make a motion to accept Milo as our new drug dog.
Motion and a second to accept Milo as our new drug dog. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
All right.
All right, Chris,
He also tracks. and
you owe me
attacks.
lunch.
No.
No.
Oh, tracks?
He tracks and he attacks.
Oh.
So
Where's the bomb dog?
bomb dogs at the high school.
Maybe bring the bomb dog in sometime too.
Don't look at
I
him.
don't think we've ever seen the bomb dog.
No, she came in and coincidentally, I also brought my dog that day. She was very disruptive, but it wasn't her fault.
I remember that.
All right.
Okay, thank you,
Well,
sir.
thank you all. sir.
Thank you all.
Appreciate
You
it.
bet.
So does that set a precedent to retire Ronnie for $1?
Why so much?
Boy.
Okay, let me do 9 real quick and then we'll get you guys, okay? Number 9, county judge report on salvage items. We actually, at the last auction we sold, I think we've already talked about, we sold a few of our items. Made a little bit of money, I think a couple $1,000. So we're moving junk and hauling junk. By the way, there's more junk if your guys still around.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think he got back on the road again.
he said there's still, I think they probably know that, but there's still junk out there at that fire thing.
And then I want to put all that extra stuff that's in the Marfa yard.
Okay.
We
We need to take pictures of that, right?
okay,
And declare it salvage.
so you bring that picture to Jenny,
Mhm.
please. Not, we'll keep the trailer, but the stuff on it will.
What are you gonna do about the old towers that there,
All that stuff, everything gone except the trailer.
Yeah, just get photos for us and we'll bring it in here, approve it for salvage, put it on it's gotta be declared salvage, put it on the auction, 10 days, and then we can get rid of it. It's just a formality. Nobody's gonna want it, but we've got stuff on the auction right now that's junk, but it'll be off next Tuesday and then we get rid of it.
There's also 2 pickup beds
In the back?
Take pictures of.
We've tried to sell those, I think, before, but go ahead and take pictures of those. I think we've already done those, but
But
do
they
it.
got hail damage and they're just not gonna be able,
Yeah.
nobody gonna buy them unless somebody told her to pick up and down, you know.
Put it on.
Okay, move on to 9B as in Bravo, review, discuss, and take action on master mutual aid agreement. Rather than enter into one agreement for every entity around us, the counties have gotten together and come up with a master agreement for Jeff Davis, Presidio, Brewster, Terrell County, all kind of work, Pecos County, all work together. We would do it anyway, but the law asks that there be some sort of an agreement. So this is just approval of a mutual aid agreement between the counties. Doesn't obligate us to anything. We don't have the resources. We don't have to supply them. But it's just sort of an agreement between the counties on how we would help each other out in the event of an emergency.
Whose idea is that? It should be that way.
Yeah, well, I got tired of having to write one between me and Presidio, and then us and Jeff
When they had the
Davis.
tornado at Sanderson, we just already done.
Yeah, we're gonna do it anyway, but this sort of formalizes what our agreements are.
Yeah, I took my skid steer down there.
So I make a motion that we accept the master mutual aid agreement.
Second.
Motion and a second, discussion. All in favor, say aye. All right, Julie and Melinda need to get out a little early today for some training, so I'm gonna start with treasurer's office.
Good morning. So today I'm going to be presenting my monthly report for January 26th. And I'm also going to be reporting my quarterly investment report for October through December of 25. What would you like me to do first?
Let's do the investment report real quick.
Okay. So for the period of October through December of 25, the total interest earned combined with all of our different accounts was $171,797.54. The average interest rate at Trans-Pecos was 3.76%. West Texas, 3.43%. Our pool accounts averaged 4.12%, 4.09%, and TexFit is our most lucrative one and earns the biggest interest rate every month at 4.29% average.
I noticed there's a line item at Ameriprise, it says treasuries.
Yes, sir.
Are we in, is that what we are in? We actually are in treasuries there?
Yes, sir.
Is that, we're in
Those are
a fund
also,
that
yes,
holds treasuries.
yes, sir.
We're not actually in
Not-
treasuries directly.
Right.
Okay, all right.
And our certificates of deposit, I did have one mature, and instead of reinvesting it, I brought 100,000 back, and then I reinvested it into our pool accounts because we have a higher interest rate in our pool accounts, and I did that this month in February.
I think as our CDs roll off, we'll just put them back into the pool for right now. Rates are flat. I don't see them rising. I don't see it. There's no advantage in locking in a rate at this stage.
Yes, sir.
Might get a little bit, but not enough to
Yes, sir.
make a difference. I like the way you broke this out with the different.
Is that better?
Yeah, I really
Yes.
like it.
Yes.
It's very good. But I did notice that when you go to the cash accounts, I guess JP accounts, because they're not in
The JP accounts are.
Well, so
But I have the funds on deposit, they're in alphabetical order, not by bank account, and I can institution.
I like the way you did this one.
Okay,
Where you got it, but on your bank accounts, on your next report, you've got JP in there, but JP is not in your investment report.
because they don't earn interest.
Oh,
So the only bank accounts that earn interest are on my investment report.
are the JP account sitting at Trans-Pecos,
Yes, sir.
but they don't earn interest? Another reason to get rid of it.
the JP accounts.
Well,
Neither do,
I'll give you the JPs.
the county clerk, her and district clerk, public register, they don't earn interest either.
Nothing can earn interest unless it's, like if I'm holding money for like a minor that won a civil lawsuit, then that's earning interest, but anything else can't earn interest. Like excess tax proceeds,
Uh-huh.
none of that stuff.
Can't earn interest.
Can't earn interest. The courthouse one that, there's cancer, that one hasn't.
So JP's falls into the same category. They can't earn interest.
Correct.
Well, that's kind of a bummer.
Well, the good news on that is they're relatively low balances.
Yeah, I know. It's not going to make a difference, but
The thing with no bonds is, it's because when we deposit the cash bonds and the defendant has the right to do that to his bond, so if we were to do interest, we would have to interest.
yeah, well, in other words, a lot of it's not our money.
Yeah.
That's the key.
That's why.
Yeah. Although, okay. All right, I'd take a motion to entertain a motion to accept the investment report as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second to accept the investment report. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, go ahead, Julie.
Okay, so for my monthly report, for January 26, the total cash and other assets at the end of January was $20,541,703. Our interest earned for January was $55,946. I did a condensed version of my monthly report for January instead of giving you every fund. I just hit the major funds like general fund, road and bridge, tourism. And when I do the condensed version, if there's any other funds you would like to see, just let me know and I can add those in there. I just put in the major ones. So for general fund, my budget report shows at the end of January revenue, we collected $4,967,314 and expenses $2,829,643. So we're running a surplus right now at the end of January in general fund at $2,137,670. The total money we took in for all of the major funds I reported was $2,220,214. And the total checks and payments written out was $1,047,131.
We did something different this year. We sent out notices for people. They just went out, I think this week, maybe late last week, for people who haven't paid their, surprisingly, there were a number of people that hadn't paid their taxes for 25 that were due on February 1st or by February 1st. So we sent out a sort of a reminder to everybody to say, hey, did you forget your taxes? Try to get more cash in the door if we
Any
can.
response?
I haven't heard back from Sylvia about what the response is. We're probably going to get some returns, which will then give us an opportunity to correct the addresses and see if we can find these people.
Did Sylvia send those or the delinquent tax attorneys?
The Sylvia sent. They're coming out of Sylvia. The tax attorneys won't touch them until July.
Oh.
So this is just sort of a, hey, did you forget? You know, if you need to pay because you're going to start accruing penalties and interest. You already are, but you're going to accrue more. Yeah. That's the only thing I would have about the financial statements to the court is that I think we're probably getting close to going ahead and just paying off the cat mulcher. We only owe $13,000 on it. If we pay that off, we don't have that in the sinking fund though, because we only allocate.
No, it's not.
We would have to take it out of reserve for the difference.
Yeah. I mean, we have budgeted the payments for the remainder of the year. So there may be something that we could move, do a line item adjustment and cover the payoff.
Would the court be interested in just paying off that mulcher, $13,000? Or Or you just want to make, we have 2 more payments, this one, this year and next. Rates at 3.95, so we're about break even on our,
My interest.
it was a good rate for a while. We
Yeah.
were earning 5%, but it's not, we're not arbitraging anything now. Any thoughts? Anybody care? One way or the other? Okay. We'll bring it, we'll look at it for next time. All right, then you got your reconcilement report, Julie?
Yes, sir. So just to give you an update on that, the bank recs, the only ones pending, we've made a lot of progress on, let me see, JP1 from last court, they were not reconciled all of 25. So we got some assistance and we got it reconciled through 25. And now we're working on, with the JP on getting them reconciled the rest of the year. And we have new procedures for them to work with so that, like for instance, previously they were being like kind of not tracked and we only had the bank statements to go off of. But now they're going to be reporting their deposits and their checks. Like we're going to work out a process to where they're like weekly, or if they do a deposit 3 times a week, they'll send us the documentation. So we have a true reconcilement for this year. And then that's going to transfer over to the other JPs, and then eventually the county clerks and district clerks are going to be doing the same procedures as well. Tourism and Historical Commission, we had some pending entries from 25, but we're currently working on those, and we should have those up to date by next court. They're currently in October, I believe.
I just finished the September on tourism yesterday and historical today.
Mm-hmm. So those will be up to date by the next court when I present. And Tri-County, I did report on that it was pending 25 entries, but this morning we have it through December of 25.
All right, well, this chart's very good. Thank you for doing this. It's really
Yes,
helps us stay on top
Much
of it.
better.
yes, that's good.
And I think we can show it to the auditor now and say, hey, we're making progress. So
Yes, sir.
that's good. For the court's purposes, we've been having a lot of finance meetings about, so my philosophy is, and I'm picking on you as the district clerk, I'm just using you as an example. District clerk should district clerk. The treasurer should treasurer. And over the years, we've allowed our departments to be getting into the accounting world. Frankly, you don't have time, number one. There are cases where you do have to manage your own funds, and I get that. Same thing with the county clerk. But we had situations where the JPs would be putting money in to their own bank accounts and then writing checks out of that, but nothing was getting reconciled. Okay, which really drove me nuts. It drives me nuts that we have 2 sets of books. We have QuickBooks and we have Tyler. And so we're moving everything out of QuickBooks and moving everything that I want one accounting system, one place to look. I don't want to have to go, oh, we got money over here, because so I'm getting the departments out of the business of running cash and treasury functions and putting them back where they belong. And frankly, I suspect she got elected not to be treasurer, she got elected to be district clerk, so did she as county clerk. So that's kind of where we're headed with this thing. We've spent a lot of money on an accounting system, and I want to make sure that we have all the accounting in one place. So very pleased with Patty and Julie and Melinda's constant work. We've come a long way over the last couple of years in terms of our accounting and our books. So thank y'all for all the hard work, and more work to come, I know. So, all right, I entertain a motion to accept the financials as presented.
Someone,
Second.
All right, motion is second, discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Bye.
All right, let's move on to anything else, Julie? We got some grants.
We've got some grant stuff.
All right, review, discuss, and take action on ratification. If y'all remember, I brought in all those resolutions last time, except one. I'd forgotten it.
Yeah.
We ran into a deadline. We needed to sign it, so I went ahead and signed it. And so I'm asking for ratification of that stone guard for the 25 fiscal year.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second, discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Number 2 is a review and discuss and take action on a resolution adopting the civil rights policies in relation to the block grant that we're getting, the community block grant. This is just a formality, and we just need to have a resolution signed for that.
So moved.
Okay. Motion second, discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. And then lastly, I don't think we have to take an action item number 3. Just for the court's information, there's an update on the policy regarding the CBG grant. That's moving along nicely, Sarah and Ruben, and we'll I think they'll see funding in the fall for that reverse osmosis for the student view water. And then we'll come back in this year and apply for the next grant for Marathon that we talked about. Okay, let's do comptroller, Brewster County comptroller.
Okay. So first, we have the receipt register for the payables that do have purchase orders. And again, there's nothing particularly unusual about these. Our total on those is $43,191.14.
I've got a couple of questions real quick. Sarah, Sarah County Clerk, Sarah TC versus Sarah TC. I don't care about the dollar amount, but you ordered some hard drives. Is that for storage?
So we've been getting a lot of public information requests. What happened with legislature combined vote requests with PIS. So we're getting a bunch of requests from title companies that pay absolutely nothing for all of our records. So all of these that are coming in, they're getting them at maybe $600 for every single record. So I have to buy the bigger drives because all the records are in there. So all the hard drives that we're getting, I can charge them at the price that I'm getting, but I still need to be able to purchase them first.
When you say hard, are you talking about thumb drive or are you talking
It's
about
the terabyte
an exterior hard drive?
The entire county clerk's records
for nothing.
for $600.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you just hand them the drive? What do you?
Yeah, we give them an estimate on what it would cost, and then we price out postage, how much the drive cost, how much shipping is, and then they either agree to it or they don't agree to it, and then we go from there.
Okay, so then you download it to the drive. If they agree to it, you download the drive and hand them the drive and say, here's your stuff.
Yeah.
There's no expectation of getting them back.
Oh, no,
No,
no, it's theirs, they bought it.
They bought it. Okay,
Okay.
I see what you're doing. Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna tell the court, I just talked to Monty this morning. Right now, we have a bunch of Dropbox subscriptions. You would be amazed how much we're spending on Dropbox subscriptions across the county. Some of them are as much as $600 a month. Well, we have installed 3 backup servers within our system, and then we can push it up. So what happens at night is the servers back each other up, and they're in different locations around the county. So if we had a fire here, we wouldn't lose the data. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So once they back up all 3, they're constantly backing up to each other. Then it goes up to the cloud. Well, we can go to Amazon Cloud Services as a wholesale buyer. I can buy like 30 terabytes for $300 a year versus $600 a month for Dropbox.
Wow.
But I thought Dropbox was used to transfer files.
Well, it's mostly being used for storage.
Backup.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's
So
not
we're eventually
necessary.
gonna start moving towards our own internal system
Okay.
and save those subscription
Yeah.
fees.
We don't use Dropbox.
Yeah, so.
Somebody is.
The Dropbox, biggest Dropbox user right now is the sheriff's office. And we gotta preserve all that evidence because most of they're huge files because they're all videos for their cameras.
Yeah.
And so we've got to.
That should be on a secure server.
Yeah, and it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyway, just something we're moving towards. That's why I asked about the hard drive. The only other question I have is, Is it costing us $240 to put somebody through a drug screen these days?
You know, I wondered
There
about
might
that.
be two
I
people.
think there's two, but it still seems a little bit on the high
Okay.
side.
I
think it's
What we've been
120.
charged before.
Yeah, here's the county attorney's got a Dropbox subscription for $959 a month.
Now that makes more sense to me because I imagine the county attorney has to transfer files to other attorneys and other offices, and Dropbox is used for that when you need to transfer large files. But just for backup purposes, it doesn't make sense.
Okay, I entertain a motion to accept the accounts payable with POs.
So moved.
So moved, so abstain from Pinnacle Bank.
Okay, I'll second.
Motion and second discussion. All in favor, say aye. All right, POs without, or APs without
APs
POs.
without POs. So on those, our total on that one is $51,308.55. Again, on these, we don't have any budget adjustments this time. And they're our normal vendors, nothing really unusual, so.
And why did we give $5,000 back to the state? Tell me again.
Because they like us.
So after the Stone Garden desk review, so they found that there was some disallowed costs because of the grant ends every February, the last day of February. There was some disallowed costs because we ran into a pay period that was 1 month in February, 1 month in March. And the hours worked in March, we had claimed in February. So all it is we're paying them back for the disallowed costs in that grant year, but we are allowed to put them on this grant year and get their costs.
Giving it back?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Nothing's easy. Okay, entertain a motion to accept the accounts payable with no POs.
So moved also, the one abstain from Pinnacle Bank.
I'll second.
Motion is second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Right.
All right, recurring expenses.
Okay, recurring expenses, these are the expenses that were paid between court approval dates. Total on those is $35,374.67. The vast majority of that is going to be coming from the general, our electric bills. We had to get paid for the month.
Sorry.
And Quarles Petroleum still can't figure out how to take taxes off our thing, huh?
You know, I tried again last week and it was an exercise in frustration. The only thing I will say about Quarles is you do have the option of filing for a refund.
Every
But
single time.
Well, and it's not just, you would know, we'll be filing on like a quarterly basis, but the issue is, I have a feeling that that is being claimed on some grants. And so I don't want to double dip.
Well, our alternative is to leave Quarles and get cards.
And that's what we've looked at apparently, and I have not looked at it in detail yet, but apparently, well, the state changed their payment system, credit card system from Citibank to US Bank. And we've been transitioning over to US Bank and pretty well got that complete. And I believe that US Bank does have a gas card system, or the other alternative is just get a US Bank credit card that is used for gas.
The issue is that
Because that way, possibly they could.
we're
not
charging
charge.
gas and they're not, we're paying taxes that we don't have to pay.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So who's still using the satellite phones?
I believe Road and Bridge, and they have some satellite hookups for, I believe, I don't know specifically which ones. I think they're on some of the LPRs that the sheriff's office has in various locations.
they need to get into Starlink.
Yeah.
It's Verizon.
Sir?
Is that Verizon?
No, it's
That's it.
Dow Toll Services.
Home services.
We need to get them hooked up and
On Starlink.
put them on Starlink.
There was something, I asked Omar about that probably a month or so ago. And again, I cannot remember specifically which license plate readers they are, But there's apparently some of them that because of the type of software they have, I guess there's some of the original ones that are a little bit older. They do not talk to Starlink. They have to have the satellite phone, is my understanding.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, get with me sometime, Johnny, and we'll get you fixed up on Starlink. It's pretty easy to do. And it can go on your truck. Where else do you go? You'll put it on his truck and good enough.
And, no, Tomas and, Leroy probably, want to go down south.
James knows all about Starlink, so.
Yeah.
Would they need the mini or the big?
The mini.
I gotta show you, I just got mine, I just bought one. I can't tell if it's a mini or a major. It's big. How big is the mini really supposed to? Yeah, mine's this big.
I have a mini, but the only difference is the router is in a separate box. It's actually built into the outlet.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, so the box that, the DC converter is actually a router as well.
The one I have is, the case was more expensive than everything. The case was $500 for that hard case.
Is that right?
Yes, but you open it, push on, close it, and throw it in the back of your truck,
And it works.
and it's on.
Maxim.
It likes, it'll work from the back seat, but it likes to be outside.
Understand. Okay, we need to approve the recurring expenses, so.
Second.
Motion second, approving expenses, recurring expenses, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, you got one little budget item?
Yeah, I'd initially said I did not have any budget adjustments, but this came in just this morning and it relates to the Operation Stone Garden item that y'all just ratified. This is the budget for Operation Stone Garden number 311. It's their 25 grant.
Right.
And this will start taking effect on March the 1st. So between now and March the 1st, Julie and I need to get the fund set up for it and get the budget adjustment input so that we can run payroll, because the payroll on 3 is gonna have 1 week with the old grant and 1 week with the new grant.
So you just need approval to set this.
So I just need approval
Okay.
to set up this and accept the budget numbers as is.
So moved.
Second. Motion second, discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, anything else, Melinda, Julie?
Done.
We're putting in a accounts receivable module,
Yes.
which we're terribly excited about. Now we can track, when we send out bills, we can track who owes us money. We don't have to use a pen and paper to keep track of it.
And not just our regular accounts receivable, like, billing to tax entities and that sort of thing. But we're looking at, once Julie is a little bit more familiar with the module, actually setting up the grant so that when Jacqueline files an FSR for reimbursement, that can actually be put into that accounts payable or accounts receivable module so that we can track what we have turned in and what we've received, when we've received it, so that we have an idea of how much money do we have outstanding on grants, how much are we floating on grants, for example, how many county funds do we have hanging out there waiting for reimbursement?
Perfect. All right, let's move to number 10, review, discuss, and take possible action to accept a donation of a type 1 ambulance from Glasscock County. There's a photo of it in your packet. We have an opportunity. Glasscock County has an ambulance. It's a type 1, which is a truck front, 24,000 miles on it. It's a diesel. Glasscock County sits up in the oil field. They've got more money than they know what to do with. They want to donate it to us for $1, or donate it to us for nothing. I don't know which way, but either way, I told them we would take it and discuss it to accept that ambulance. The plan would be, right now, it's just gonna be stored until we can get it licensed, because we can't put an ambulance on the road without a license. And then my plan would be to put it over there.
Good.
Okay.
Is that a Fraser unit?
No, it's
No.
not.
Okay.
It's not a Fraser. It's been used. It comes with the cot, the stretchers in it. We'll have to equip it with the rest of the supplies. For $1, guys, my attitude is if it breaks down tomorrow, we'll just drive it off a cliff.
It breaks up.
I went and looked at it. Ronnie and I went and looked at it and then drove it.
It runs great,
Mhm.
and it doesn't bounce all over the highway, and
That cot is,
it's $20,000 cot right there.
yes.
Yeah. So, air conditioner works, everything works in the back. The only old part is the lights up in the ceiling or those old incandescents, which we can swap out with LEDs and make them a little better lighting for the guys back there. But short of that, if I'm going for $1, I don't know how we can beat
How many
that.
miles?
24,000.
24,000, that's,
It's a diesel.
Not even broken in.
It's a diesel
uh,
with no depth. That's a little older, but,
no difference.
they have 5 ambulances. They do less calls than Berlin. Everything's brand new. Just, the money oozes out of that place.
I think it was a good,
We're very fortunate to get it.
I'm glad that you're in the cahoots with them, you know?
Can we negotiate on the price?
All right, I entertain a motion to accept the ambulance.
Second.
All right, motion is second. I think they're just gonna give, I don't think there's $1 because it's one government entity to another, but if it's
Can we send them a
$1,
thank
I'll
you
take it
card?
out of my pocket.
Send them a thank you card.
Yeah, I thought maybe we could send them, I'll send them a thing on behalf of our court.
What is it? You know what the engine is?
It's, well, it's a Ford engine, I guess. It's that old 6.0. Yeah, what was the first one they cut out with? 6 and then 7.3? Or is it the other way around?
7.3. The other way around.
Better. This is a 7.3. All right, motion is second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. All right, number 11, review, discuss, take action to declare the following items: more junk, more salvage. We just need to declare it salvage so I can put it on
Good.
the auction block.
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion is second. We'll declare all those items.
This pad,
salvage.
small hutch, scanner, and this.
Any discussion? All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, number 12, Casey, 911.
Good morning, everyone. All right, I have an easy one today. So it's a road that I think we're all familiar with at this point, because the subdivision has been through a couple of times. So Matthews Drive, did you want me to read it out, Judge, or what do I need to do there?
Just tell us what you're doing.
Just adding this roadway to the master street addressing guide so that then we are able to derive addresses from that roadway.
This is the subdivision we just approved. Right?
Yep.
Pretty straightforward.
Move to approve adding Matthews Drive to the 911 map.
Second.
Motion is second. There's just because I'm very sensitive about it right now. I think my colleagues are too. There's in no way 100% on the record does not imply this is a county road.
No, not at all.
100% this is not a county road.
That is not what I do. And I try to make it really clear to people, that's not what we're doing here. This has nothing to do with county
Well,
road
I can
system.
see how people say,
Oh, yeah.
and then it comes to court,
Uh-huh.
but it appears that it could be like we're making it a county road. We're not making it.
Yep. And I mean, yes, you guys are making sure I'm doing my job. It's really more of a formality than anything to let you know what I'm doing with your data. So, yeah, yeah, because this stuff belongs to you. It belongs to the county, so.
All right.
Yeah.
I got a motion and a second to accept Matthews Drive as the name of this road. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, what else you
Excellent.
got?
I don't have too much else. I did get disappointing news yesterday. The Census Bureau was going to test our region.
Right.
We're off the list. So I think they're focusing on somewhere in Alabama and South Carolina now. A little bit bummed about that. That was going to be an interesting opportunity for us to get our minds wrapped around what we all need to do to prepare for that census count. That doesn't mean we're not still preparing. Because it is our data that's shared with them, it's a constant conversation in the 911 world. So we're still focused on cleaning up data, getting things to where, we're going to be submitting a good data set to Census Bureau. My timeline is still currently 4 to 6 weeks on requests, just to be completely transparent about that. I am still in the configuration process for our new software. where it's automating systems and doing a whole lot of work behind the scenes so that we are more efficient and a little bit quicker at what we do. And then finally, today is monitoring day. I figured I'd mention it because probably a lot of people don't know I do this. Once a quarter, I go to every one of our PSAPs, or rather dispatch call centers. I have a cell phone for every single carrier that exists in West Texas. And we go out, or I go out, and I test these phones all over West Texas. In Brewster County, I'll be in Presidio County, and I will be up in Jeff Davis County today. So just an opportunity to tell you guys one more thing that I do.
To see if this 911 is connecting.
That's correct. I am testing not only that the calls are going through for every single carrier, but I'm also testing the text features, which a lot of people don't realize we have text to 911. If you're in a situation where you're hiding in a closet, you can text 911. Another cool feature is whether you make a call or a text, you're automatically sent a link on your cell phone. If you click that link, it activates the camera on your phone. So whether that's showing directions, hey, it's this purple gate right here, this is where you're going to turn, or an actual crime in progress, right? Really cool technologies that we have that are available to everyone right now, and we do test those actively every quarter. So that's, if y'all see me out there driving around today, that's what I'm doing.
Well, she's finished, just about finished the map
Real close.
of the entire county and all of its parcels.
Yeah.
Every parcel of land in the county. So we can now go to it, find the ID number, and then look it up.
Yep.
And it's going to be real helpful.
And because that's a lot of little bitty property IDs, I did break them up by voting precinct, not by precinct. Just that's a lot, especially precinct 6, voting precinct 6. My gosh, I think that's where all the parcels are. It's really complicated to look at, but yep. So you'll have that resource as well as EagleView. So anything you need to, investigate, I think it'll be there. I think that will also be helpful as you come up on, districting conversations as we near 2030. Having these maps already in place gives you guys a really good idea of what your voting precincts look like. So it'll be a good tool for you guys.
It'll be like those maps on the wall.
It'll be not as pretty. That's what I'm drawn. I'm jealous of them.
Lost art for them.
It is a lost art. Yep.
All right, Casey, thank you
All right.
so much. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you guys.
Thank you.
All right, number 13, Road and Bridge.
I have a blade working on, north of town on Range Road, Mills Road and Grass Mountain. I've got him clearing out the turnouts for the water. So whenever it starts raining, it'll keep the water off of our roadways. There's another blade on Fulcher Road that he's just about done with the creek bed. He's working on the airport road. And at the end of Joe Moss, there's a lady by the name of Warlock. She called and wanted to meet with me, so I met her on Monday. And she just wanted to let me know that she had put up some no trespassing signs a few months back. But she wanted to let us know that the R&D crew could use the entrance to her house to turn around. But what we were trying to, what the guys are trying to do is do the 3-point, 4-point turnaround on the actual county road. And I had asked the guys to try to stay off of the private property. But she mainly put those up because she's had a lot of people going up there and dumping trash and she wants to keep the people out. But I informed her that it's a county road, so I mean it's hard to keep people off of a county road. It's just a no trespassing sign that really affects the public.
What road is it?
Joe Moss.
Oh, Joe Moss.
It's off of Fulcher.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then
We put up a blue dumping spot?
we borrowed I call it the Spider High Lift from facilities. I ordered a couple of safety harnesses before I could send my guys up on that one. And, we used it to fix a broken water line on our, water storage tank at the yard. And it works good. We just have to have it inspected at least once a year, and have it serviced. The turntable on it was kind of rusted and we had to kind of jostle it around a little bit to break it loose.
Oh, yes, they did some maintenance on it.
Yeah, and but it worked good.
But who inspects something like that?
Well, I've been asking around. I asked Big Ben Telephone because they have bucket trucks. And they have their own inspector, but he doesn't do other
Outside
entities.
machines.
And I asked him to get me a name or number. He hasn't gotten back with me. TxDOT also does them, but they have their own inspector. Having talked to Rio Grande Electric, I know they have bucket trucks and they use the harnesses and the lifts. So that's what we're at on that one. We've also been hauling some more of the millings from west of Marfa. It's not every day we're hauling, just every other day whenever we get a chance. We're getting ready to start probably watering the Post Park in Marathon and the Civic Center area. And we have a problem with the gophers at the baseball field in Marathon. And I think I'm gonna get some herbicide or those gopher pills, tablets that go in there, and we'll try to get some of them gone. I don't think it'll take care of it, but at least where the kids are gonna be playing baseball, maybe they'll stay out of one, we'll break a leg. And also yesterday, Sarah and I met in this, Stephanie Woodland, in regards to a washout that's on Allen Drive.
Road.
And the question that I have is, the county paved on her property. Found this out because she had her property surveyed. So the county, whenever they built the pad for the fire station at Terlingua, and they did the paving, they paved on some of her property.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna have to have it surveyed. So we can work, she wants us to work on that washout,
So
but it's on her property. So I don't know if we're allowed to work on it or not.
are we causing it?
The
Our road caused that washout?
Well,
No, FM 170.
The drainage.
Yeah.
But I mean,
She's planning, the way I understand it, she's planning to do an RV park. She's wanting to do a couple of RV parks up there, and she's gonna have a gentleman come in and do the work, and he's supposed to put a tin horn in there. He wants to put a tin horn in there. But that's gonna divert the water downhill towards the other residences. So I don't know if it's gonna happen or not happen.
As long as this, we're not doing it, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, if she's doing it on her private land and.
So the way it is like, there's a triangle that's paved, that's on her property. So she's asking us, because we paved it, it's a county road. Am I right?
Yes. There's a ditch growing alongside the county road. It's within our right of way and our maintenance easement. Well, we don't have an easement, but it's within our right of way. And she's just worried that the guy she's hiring to do the work on her property says that unless we coordinate together, the runoff is just gonna undercut that county road and the EMS center. So she was just trying to get Johnny and her guy Brett to talk and make sure that what she's doing isn't gonna mess with us and maybe get us to do a better job of maintaining that ditch that's running alongside our road.
It's tough to maintain because I
Yeah.
mean, it comes off that hill right there and then it
Exactly.
runs that way.
Yeah, and it's all.
You know, when I was up there, the first thing that came to mind was, hackberry. You know how hackberry, the county kind of went into the gentleman's property a little bit? Well, that's what happened down south is when the county paved, they paved on her property. But I don't know if it was surveyed at the time they did it or not.
I was
Well,
gonna ask
yeah.
Frenchie to see if we had any record of taking in that road, because it was post 2007. So I thought maybe it would be in the minutes somewhere, but I needed to know where to look.
I mean, I tried to look for something at the
Yeah,
office.
her
and-
surveyor tried to look for the record of that road, and he couldn't find it. I figured either you or Frenchie probably remembers when that was paved.
Well, I mean, my reaction is that she's fortunate, she got a little piece of her land paved.
Yeah.
If she's gonna want us to do work on, if she's gonna call that little piece of county road, then she's gonna have to give it to the county. Right now, it's in her survey, isn't it? Okay.
Yes.
So you don't get to have your cake and eat it too. So if you want to, my vote is you got a little free spot of pavement. Courtesy of the county's mistake some years ago. That's what I would say. It's her pavement,
She
her
said that
road.
the previous, she bought the property 8 years ago. She said the previous owner was Jim Burr. So given his previous role in the county, it's probable that he consented to having that access created for the fire station, but we have to find record of that.
So on that note, we're gonna have to move the stop sign that goes there. We're gonna have to move it west, probably 30 feet. And it's gonna be in the entrance to, Highland Road.
By the way, on Hackberry, Mo and I researched that.
Yeah.
It was actually the other way around. He's in when they sold those lots, it was very clear that there was a setback line as part of the subdivision.
So we met with him, he was
He was
He's
fine,
fine.
once we cleared that up, but do we have an action item here or something?
No, just for information.
Okay. All right, what else you got?
That's it, no
permits.
no request, no permit request.
How are you on the machine with the sign making?
What now?
Make the signs?
We still don't have the drive or the information for it.
God damn. I've actually calling the sign company, to figure out.
Okay.
Ruben, Johnny Valencia asked me this morning, he said something about the pecan trees at the post, that you can make a solution that you paint the bottom part of the pecan trees and sort of, I guess, a solution of salt and lime, and it prevents bugs from eating up those trees, sort of stops them at the ground level.
What would Luke Hendricks do?
Yeah, I know, but apparently, I've seen these before, where, it's a white paint up to
Lime wash?
about waist high. And I said, well, I don't know anything about that. You mix it into you mix lime and salt together into a paste and spray it or paint it on your tree. I guess my question is, if it kills bugs, and his concern is that bugs are starting to get up in those pecan trees, and it would stop a lot of that. It makes sense to me if it works. I've seen people paint their trees white.
Yeah.
My question is, do you want much white half trees?
We've painted them before.
Yeah, it saves a tree.
Yeah, it saves a tree, but
All right, just I told him I'd ask you.
Yeah.
Just go over and start painting trees. And then we get a call from Susan or you. Or what are you doing? Okay.
We pay Ernesto would be the one that used to follow up on that and do it.
All right, nothing else on road and bridge. Let's move on to emergency management. Anything? Jim?
Yeah.
Morning. Just to let you know, TFS has a full crew on standby for us. The 8-ball fire, that was the last couple days, burnt 13,500 acres in a span of 6 days.
In Pecos County?
No, it was in Anderson County.
In Andrews? Andrews.
Was that Andrews? So there's a huge fire watch right now. So they staged a team up there. We have a 30-man crew, 2 dozers, 2 Type 6s, 6 brush trucks, and air assets. So we have just about anything we need in case we do have a fire down here in this area. That's it for TFS. I was looking at the burn bans, and the burn bans expires on March 13th. I'm kind of asking for a request, either do a 60 or 90-day burn ban, because I'll be gone when the next burn ban is up.
Can we do a 90-day?
We can do a 90-day. It'll be March 13th, or sorry, March 13th to July 1st.
Okay, bring it in on the, what do we have? Our next meeting's on the 10th, I think.
Yeah.
Let's bring it in. on
Can
the
we
10th.
not just us, so if you're not gonna be here, just renew it? I mean, I'm hoping it's gonna rain before July 1st.
Yeah.
Damn. We're gonna be in a hurry, right? We're gonna be hurt if it don't rain before.
We can do a 60-day too, which is June 1st.
Sir?
We can do a 60-day, which is June 1st.
We can always take it off.
Fortunately, it comes just before 4th of July.
What do you want, yeah, what do you want to do? Bring it in on March 10th?
Yeah.
Bring it in on March 10th.
Okay. And then question about the July one. I know it's far out, but July, you want to do July 3rd to July 6th for
For the wings and fins.
yeah, for all that good stuff.
Dominoes and-
Cool. All right, that's all I have. Any questions?
I did find, went back to Enterprise and they found the Ford F-250 for about $4,000 more money. 26 Ford F-50, so I'll bring it in next meeting. Talk about his truck. And then, the truck is coming back from Stockton. We're getting a check today to go pay Stockton. I'm a little irritated with that dealership because they wouldn't let the truck out of Hawk for $200. So our county's not good for $200. I don't know what it is, but anyway, we'll get it out of Hawk and then we're gonna take it to that guy.
When you go get it, I'll give you an address where to take it.
Okay.
It's off of the 15th Street over
Which
there,
dealership ship was it?
Dodge.
Dodge.
Ram Country.
And so,
It's got tied off of 15th Street there.
I'll coordinate with Ruben on where it goes. And we'll get it looked at. It's a good chance it might be a sensor, might be up and running quick, or it could be a transmission.
And he has all the equipment to,
That's the,
and if you just buy those. Johnny got the information for me and it was $5,800 for a transmission. But you can't just anybody put them in anymore because they're electronic, you gotta program them, but he can do all that stuff, so.
cool. Good to know. All right, we'll get that done this week.
Cool. And we're just go Billy bypass David Lewis,
Okay.
not bring it to David Lewis at all.
Well, why don't we check the transmission on it first?
Okay.
Because if it's a $40 part, being facetious, then we might be back in business and we just hold off on everything. If it turns out it's a transmission, then yeah, we'll get David. Oh, geez, can we drive it to David Lewis's without tearing it up?
Yeah, as long as we don't go over 60 miles an hour, we're good.
Okay.
To do what?
It's in limp mode. It's in limp mode right now.
It can be driven, but just not.
It can be driven, just can't drive past 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, but we have a trailer and you pull it up on it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the question is, do we take the transmission guy, but then we need to take the David Lewis, get all the stuff stripped out of it
Yeah, but we can wait on that.
till the transmission's fixed.
Yeah,
Okay.
Or find out.
I mean, you don't have nothing to put it back in.
No, we
anyway,
don't,
so.
we're not in that big a hurry. It'll take a while for the 26 to come in anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything else? Nope. Cool.
All right, county clerk, what you got for us?
16.
I have two proposals. I'm gonna start with the deed and OPR books. So this contract is for $82,000, $80,000 over. It is going to be a year-long project. I am requesting for Terralogic, this is the same company that I sent the books off to be digitized, to now index. So they can only index typed typed books. They won't index the handwritten books because of liability and of all the pretty font. I plan on using the money out of our preservation fund, and we have enough to cover this. It's a half of what's actually there. It's just about half. So I'm wiping a huge, and this is like I said, it's a year-long project. I don't want to stop our progress forward with everything we've done. This will actually help us get all of our documents online. So we are making big strides within, this is my 5th year. So this is a big project for our office. The agreement I've worked out with them is they will update all of their indexing every Friday. And my part-time Fernanda that I have, she will index that week of what they've done. So we will be continuously adding on online.
How much did you say it was?
82,000.
82. Okay.
Yeah. So I just need approval to get the money from that records management account.
All right, so basically you need 82,000 and some change coming out of your fund
Yes.
to do the digitization. Okay.
It's 82,436.03. So we're looking at almost over 300 books that will be indexed.
And then what do we do with the books that are being indexed?
No, we keep them forever. They're historical.
That's
But it's the way everything's going, we're gonna have a backup. So people won't have to come into our county as much. And right now, as it is, legislature continues to mess with the smaller counties. They don't realize the damage they're doing. If you request a document over email, I have to charge you 10 cents per page with the minimum of $1. So if you request 9 pages, I only charge you $1 and I send it through email. So with the way it is online, I can leave it where it's at because you're purchasing online on our site, and I charge $1.50 convenience fee, and that's about as much as I can get. So the more that I have out, the more money I can actually get in. People don't want to come. Everybody wants things at their fingertips, and this will definitely benefit us to have the public be able to do their own searches, because we're not allowed to search for people. We're not allowed to do property searches. That's not what we do. That's not what we can do because of the liability and the suits that can happen. So one more progress forward. Just trying to keep up with the times at this point.
And I'll entertain a motion for the expenditure.
So moved.
Second.
All right, motion and a second for spend 82,436.03 on indexing for county clerk's records. Discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, what's your second?
So the second one, this one I am asking for help. This one is to get these books digitized. They won't be indexed. I'm not asking for indexing. The project comes out to $7,552, and this is the oil and gas. There's about 200 books. There's 91 books. There's 91 books, some of them bound, some of them where you can remove the pages. And this is the same company, Terralogic. They give us really good quotes. Their imaging is beautiful. I am asking for help on this and to not pull it from my records management. In a couple of months, I'm going to be bringing up my software has expired, my contract's expired. So I'm trying to save a little bit of money in case I need help with the new software that's coming in. And the software we have right now, the people I've been talking to, they're requesting a 7% increase. And I'm kind of negotiating with them because they're no longer giving us equipment. So I would need to purchase a new tower. I would need to have things for the office to continue with the same software. So I'm just trying to lay off, after this big project, I'm trying to lay off the records management right now.
So where can we get the money, Judge?
Well, honestly, at this stage of the game, LATCF
Can't use the historical fund.
Well, it's historic. We gotta keep it. Probably not, but I can research that and talk about historic. This is not showing 7,000. This is showing 14.
This one says
We have the
17.
wrong proposal.
No, okay, the one at the bottom is for additional indexing. I don't want the indexing because majority of it's handwritten anyway, so they wouldn't.
You're talking about 17.
You're talking 17,552.
Yeah, the 17, that's just the scanning.
Okay. So we spent about half of it just a while ago, so you've got about 80,000 left in your fund.
Mhm.
And you're saving that 80,000 for what?
For my software, I'm gonna have to get new land software by the end of this fiscal year.
This would index, not index, but scan all your oil and gas records. Is there anything else bubbling up like this?
I have more books, but the oil and gas is kind of our last land records. I do have commissioners' books that would need to be indexed, that would need to be scanned, county court minutes and probate minutes, but all of that can be done in-house. So those are just big projects that we actually can do on our own. Like I said, the last thing that we scanned in, it was Bushel County and Foley County. So I got all that scanned in. So we'll get all that up to the public soon.
When you get through with the books and they're scanned and now it's all electronic, you probably don't ever touch the books again, but you have to hold the books. Are you gonna put them in the archives downstairs, or you have to keep them up here?
I'm gonna keep them here. So that way anybody that comes in that wants to actually see the books, we can still make sure they're not tearing them apart or writing in them. And
Okay. What's the court want to do here?
Give her money again.
I entertain a motion.
Some,
Second.
Motion is second to take 17,552 out of LATCF to fund the oil and gas.
thank you.
Book scanning. Hang on a second. I got one more thing. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. I need to talk to the court while we're here. Since we're talking about documents, this is open. So you guys are well aware of the basement that is below her office.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody's well aware that a couple of years ago, we did a study on the mold. The study came back sort of inconclusive of what it really is, but it's mold. It's a patch of furry white mold about this big. Sadly, over the years, we didn't do a very good job of taking care of our records. So I don't know what we were doing, but we were throwing them down into that basement, and then it ended up being a leak. A little water got in there, and I think that's where the mold came from. We're gonna have to remediate that mold.
Yes.
Okay. Not only we're gonna remediate it, we're gonna have to figure out how to wipe or sanitize all of the records. And these are records that we can't throw away. I mean, in a perfect world, we just take it to the dumpster and get rid of them, but we can't. So we can either leave it alone and do nothing and let the next court in 20 years figure it out, or we can solve this problem now and go down there. But I'm afraid we're gonna have to hire a damn hazmat team to get it done. So I haven't done that yet, but I'm gonna move. I mean, there's a part of me that says James and I'll suit up in bunker gear with respirators, go down there. But the books have to be wiped or
Page by page.
shot with infrared. I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe they can put them under ultraviolet light and it kills everything.
I think that would
so do
destroy the
we
ink.
do, fixing that problem on that water leak on that sprinkler, take care of that?
Yeah, the leak has been solved.
Okay,
It doesn't appear that it's been leaking anymore,
okay.
but the patch of fuzz is still there.
Is there a dehumidifier in that space now?
There is nothing. The only ventilation in our whole office are the two windows that sit behind the girls. That is the only way to move air. Once you open that door, we sit with it.
It's effectively involved. So we're gonna have to figure out. I just want to let y'all know this is coming. I'm gonna probably have to bring a contractor in who specializes in this sort of thing. God knows what they're gonna do to get that fixed. And then we're gonna seal that off and never again are we gonna put, but clerk's got records over there too, I think.
Yeah.
Say. So while we're cleaning stuff up, because what we've done in the past is just toss it
and now this mess. If we'd have done it right the first time, we wouldn't be dealing with this. So.
So the only thing is,
Huh? Well, yeah.
and we do have to keep ventilation as a priority as well, because I do have people that come in to still look at the books. I mean, there's like, we've had a land woman in the last 3 months.
Well, just give Karen the court up, because I can only imagine what that quote's gonna be.
Yeah, I know.
And the room's not any bigger than
The top of this.
the top of this counter. It's not that big. Anyway, all right, thank you. Always do things twice and you can do it once. All right, Brewster County Tourism.
Good morning, everybody. Really short and sweet today. Show season, we're in full swing. The staff covered the Phoenix Travel Adventure Show, did really well. We partnered with Visit El Paso on a photo booth over there. So it was mostly branding that photo booth area, but over, I think it was 8,000 people had their picture taken with our logo, and either a picture of Santa Elena or the window in there as background. So it went really well. Aaron just got back from Plano for the ticket stock show that we have. That's a sports oriented show. Really nice. Actually, Pudge Rodriguez was the headliner, so to speak, the talent that was there. So it was packed. There were tons of folks who were out there just to get an autograph with him. He said he ran out of brochures first day, which is unusual, especially for a sports show. So lots of folks said they took good stuff. Luckily, he had a back stock at the hotel, so we filled the next day. But that went really well for Plano. Visitation is increasing. I don't call every hotelier, obviously, but I cherry pick, call one or two and see how they're doing throughout the year. And last year was very well. I did very good for the hoteliers that I contacted for this little report. And they're saying that since January, there was a downfall between Thanksgiving and Christmas, as expected. It kind of takes a dip, and then the pickup for the holidays. But it was slow and steady in January, and then of course it's already started the uptick for spring break. So visitation is looking great down there. And then IPW is coming up in May. We have decided to go on our own, so to speak. Usually we partner with Travel Texas, or we partner with Visit El Paso the last couple of years. The thing is, we are listed in IPW. That is a big, giant international travel show that comes to the US. Folks from all over the world come. And we were listed as a subsidiary, so to speak. So if someone searched for Visit Big Bend, they might find us, but they would have hit the governor's office, Travel Texas, or Visit El Paso first. We were kind of down here. Well, like I said, growing pains, we're growing up, we're getting bigger. So we are actually a listed exhibitor this year. Didn't realize it was going to double the cost, so it's a little bit more expensive. Instead of the 10 grand that we budgeted, it's more like 18. Not a big deal. I'm taking it from the public relations account, but just want to let you guys know.
Where is it?
This will be in Fort Lauderdale this year in May 18, I believe, something like that. Yeah, right around the middle of May. So that'll be really nice, but it's a lot more expensive for us to go in and do it ourselves. It's okay. It's a union area kind of thing, so we can't take our booths. We have to buy from there. That's the big expense. Either the state of El Paso kind of covered that. So it's literally $1,200 for a TV. I mean, it's ridiculous what we're charging, but that's why it's more expensive. But that's about it that's going on as far as the office goes. And last but not least, we're unexpectedly getting painted today. So the guys have started painting the office, so it's kind of in disarray. If you stop by, it's really nasty. But maybe next week it looks real nice. So just painting the paneling this in their white. So that'll be good. Lastly, today, as soon as I finish here, I'm heading down south for the first marketing budget committee meeting. We're working on 2027, and it's not an agenda item, nothing official or anything, but I do know that the court wants us to kind of cut our budget to get ready for these nice visitor centers and stuff that are coming. If I could have a ballpark figure, what would you like us to come in? Hit it at 1? Any chance I get you to go to 1.2?
Well, why don't you try to get 1 million and bring in 1.2 and we'll look at it.
Yeah, all right.
So remember, every dollar you take from me makes that net go out longer.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to build these business centers and get them out of our way.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And I know the committee's going to push back on me, but I'll shoot for a million.
I'm sure they will, but
yeah, we can do a million easy. That makes it one meeting. I like that. I don't have to go down 7 times. Yeah, so that's fine. I like a million. Yeah, for sure.
A million is their number.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And they can
save me a lot of time.
Case for more.
Good. Yeah, that's it. That's it that we have going on right now. Yeah.
Okay. You've got a couple of items here to prove.
Yes, sir. Sure do.
USA Parks.
Yeah. This is Herman Global. This is the, actually, it's a German company, but thank goodness they have an office here in the US. So it's easy to do business with them. This is the second contract I brought, I believe, in the last 9 months or so. It hits anybody in Europe who wants to come visit the national parks. So it's a great fit for us. But again, it's geared more towards the German market, about 50%, about 25% US, and then 25% the rest of Europe. But it's a great deal. Yeah.
Okay, I make a motion that we accept the USA Parks website. Advertising.
Third.
A motion second, discussion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, the other one is the Texas Parks are all out.
Yes, sir. This is one of those sweetheart deals that I tell you about. It just came through. They had somebody back out of the annual state guide. We weren't going to be in it, and they had 2 little pieces that came up really cheap. So I said, sure, I'll take them.
Is this the thing that people get when they come into the park?
No, this is actually the annual guide that goes out to all their subscribers once a year. It lists all of the state parks. So it's a keeper. It's kind of a coffee book kind of thing, a coffee table, excuse me, kind of thing.
Well, how much is a sweetheart deal?
Half price, not bad. I don't have the contract in front of me. Like I said, I couldn't print anything. My office doesn't have anything going on right now. But yeah, whatever you have in front of you, it's
When that
usually
gets
double that.
published, bring us a copy of that, see?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. They usually send us some. Yeah, I think it hits newsstands in either late April or May. But yeah, for sure.
I'd entertain a motion.
So.
Second.
Motion second, discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Hey, Sarah, make sure I get those contracts, okay, for me to sign today. And we got yours, Robert. All right, anything else on tourism?
No, sir.
So while we're in tourism, obviously I've spent about 20% of my day these days answering calls from reporters about the border wall.
Yeah, I avoided that.
That's what I was figuring out.
And I'll tell you that I have publicly stated that we are opposed to a physical wall on the border of our county. I can only speak for my county. I'm not Presidio County's
Yes, sir.
judge, but I would oppose theirs too. But basically, our wall, we understand technology. We understand there's other alternatives. That's what we support. It is becoming very heated.
Yes, sir.
And
Yeah.
I wish we had answers. Everybody's wanting us to have, we're probably as in the dark as everybody else is, but
Can we not, as a court,
yes, for resolution.
yes,
I'm gonna bring you one next time.
okay.
Jeff Davis has passed one, Pecos County's about to pass one, City of going to pass one, so we'll be all doing it at the same time.
I'd like to see the wall that they built through Santa Ana Canyon.
Well,
That is a wall.
Yeah. This is devastating potentially to our tourism or economics, goes on and on.
Mhm.
It's an insane idea.
Right.
Given particularly the low volume people that we have moving through.
Right.
We're just not a high volume. I mean, why would you come through here? It
Exactly.
means no water, it's rugged terrain.
Much easier ways. Yeah, for sure.
It's the ones that you see are the backpack.
The problem is none of us have any facts, and they're not giving us any facts. I almost rather than just say, I have a map, but I wish they'd just say, here's what we're gonna do, and then we could say, can we negotiate?
Yeah.
But we can't get, I don't know what we're gonna do.
You know, they could use that stuff that's in between the shoulder blades.
Yeah.
A little bit. I mean, you go to Mexico, there's nothing right there. That whole country.
Yeah.
And
It's a national
it
park
doesn't-
on the other side as well.
So we're working on that. I would, if y'all get calls, feel free to say what you want to say or send it to my office and I'll take care of it. But,
I've been inundated with requests for comments, and I am
Send them my
simply
way.
saying no comment.
I do want to make sure, I don't think any of us are opposite, but we're all on the same page, but just make sure our message is consistent.
Yes, sir. Without facts, it's hard to answer. Yeah, so I'll send it to your office with a resolution. Be
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
And also I've got we had Charles Terry come look at the roof for the jail and the courthouse.
Good.
And
Well, it's coming.
I just had a call from him, so.
At the Marathon Gym?
Yes.
And I noticed the other day I drove by and it was just wide open. I don't know if they're supposed to have a lock on it or not, but yeah, it was just wide open.
We've been going in and out and stuff, so. I'll go back, put another lock on.
All right.
Thank you, Rob.
Appreciate it.
All right, number 20, we're going to convene in a closed meeting real quickly under section 551089 of the government code that allows the government body to conduct a closed meeting to deliberate security assessments or deployments relating to information technology, network security. Information is described in 2059.055 of the government code for the deployment or specific occasions for implementation of security personnel, critical infrastructure, or security devices. So we're going to go to close for about 5 minutes and we'll be back. So we'll be in recess.
come back into open session after meeting in closed session regarding security matters under 5510889 of the government code. We need to take action. I would make a motion that we take action on the security enhancements discussed in the closed meeting session related to our network, our computer network.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, so moved. Thank you.
Move to adjourn.
All right, motion to adjourn, a second.
Second.
All right, all in favor, say aye.